So picture the scenario. You've hit a great tee shot and you're about to take your second shot into a par 4. This might be the first shot into a par 3, and you do something silly. You hit behind the golf ball, you fat it, and suddenly you dunk the golf ball in the water. We've all been there, I've been guilty of it in the past. However, in this video, I'm going to show you how to fix that, how to not make that mistake again. One, from a technical standpoint, I'm going to show you the technical information you need to execute the shot, but sometimes that's not just enough. I'm also going to tell you about the secret information that's definitely going to help you become more confident over a shot like this. So I've got 150 yards out to the flag, and as you can see in front of me is a massive water hazard. I think for a lot of golfers, they'll kind of maybe panic over a situation like this. They'll think, oh no, you know, I've got to hit a great shot. And to some degree, yes, you do, but don't let that affect your technique. So I'm going to show you how to strike it really well, how to hit the ball first and then the ground after, which can be used for all of your iron shots. That's really important on a shot like this. As I mentioned then, I'm going to give you the right mindset to hit this shot. So the first thing we're going to look for here, I've got an 8 iron in hand, so a mid iron. The first thing to do when playing a shot like this, when we've got to strike it well, is to make sure we get our ball position absolutely perfect. For a mid iron, we want the ball position just to be in front of centre, only just, with our club head pretty much directly underneath our sternum. Now, another really good point here, if we want to strike our irons well, we want to make sure our sternum, the middle of our chest here, never sits behind the golf ball, never sits too far behind, because where the bottom of your chest is here is more likely where the bottom of your swing is going to be. If you struggle fatting it, this is a great little tip. Just do this. Once you set up to the golf ball, just feel like you put your chest just slightly to the left. All I'm doing here is probably putting 55% of weight on my left foot and just setting my body weight slightly more to the left. That's going to be a big factor. Next thing, in the golf swing, as I mentioned about the middle of the body, as I swing the club back here, I'm going to very much make sure that I stay centered and turn and rotate as opposed to swaying. As soon as a golfer starts to sway to the right this way, all matter of issues take place. If you start swaying this way, you are almost guaranteed to hit behind the ball and fat it into this pond. So what you need to do is make sure your sternum's over the ball, and as you rotate, feel like you stay very centered so that you're not swaying too far to the right. That way you can create the correct amount of turn and coil to set you up perfectly for the downswing. So now you've got the backswing, it's now all about the downswing. Mistake golfers make, certainly when they've got to get over a water hazard, they'll try and lean backwards. They'll try and lift the golf ball up in the air. Again, that unfortunately puts your lowest part of your swing behind the ball and suddenly you're fatting it. So I want you to do this. Now that you've got a good setup, slightly more to the left, now you're staying more central in your backswing. As you come down, I want you to get the feeling you rotate and push in around your front leg. So for a right-handed golfer, your left leg. You're going to turn, you're going to rotate and push around this front side. Notice here how far my sternum is in front of the golf ball. So if I do that as a practice swing, I'm staying central, I'm turning. As I start to come down, I'm rotating in and around that left leg, and I'm going to hit the ground after the ball. I'm going to hit the ball first. Do not try and get this golf ball up in the air. When you're trying to hit it over water, go through this. Make sure you're still striking the ball first. The loft of the golf club is what's going to get the golf ball up in the air. So now I've got my setup, I'm going to stay central going back, rotate around my left leg, strike the ball first, and we are in nice and close. Give a little zoom on that. I don't always show it, but give a little zoom on that. I didn't try and lift the golf ball. I tried to hit the ball first, then the ground after. Now that's the technique covered, and that's important, yes. However, this next part is unbelievably important. It's our mental state. What we're thinking about when we come in to hit this shot. You've got to go in with confidence. You've got to go in not even worrying about any bad situations. So try and do this. I've said this a few times in videos before. stand behind the ball. Have a look in front of you. Keep your eye level high so you're looking only at the flag and only at the green, and ask yourself, what does a good shot look like? And picture that good shot. See the ball fly, see how it's going to fly through the air, see how it's going to land onto the green, see how you're going to go close to the hole. Picture that perfect shot. What does a good shot look like? Now what you shouldn't be doing, I'm going to give you a heads up, whatever you do, do not, and split this up, do not think about the bad shots. Don't think about the water, don't think about the bad outcomes. Forget those, shove those away. Don't ever think about that. Think about, what does a good shot look like? Remember that. Stand over the ball and you know you can hit this shot. You know you've got the confidence, the ability to hit a nice 150-yard golf shot into the green. And stand over that golf ball with that really strong visual in your mind. You're keeping your eyes up high, so you're looking, even picking a point in the distance that's past the green, a tree or whatever behind the green. Focus on that. Focus on the positives. And with that technique I showed you just earlier, you can stand over the golf ball with full confidence and strike one straight down the flag. Hey, zoom in on that one as well. Let's take both of those two today. Technique is important, yes, and it's something you need to practice. But coming into a shot like this, thinking positively, raise your positivity bar and don't think anything about the negativity. That will help you play better shots in situations like this. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash like, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Loads more coaching videos coming your way, and we'll see you next time.